What if Goku became a God of Destruction Part 3? Vegeta now showcases his brand new golden form. He's not good with names, so he'll just call it Super Saiyan 4. Or post your comments down below to what do you guys think that the form name should be. As Goku will go into his Master Ultra Instinct state, the two would battle. Vegeta surprising Goku with his power, as Goku wasn't truly surprised. I mean, this is Vegeta we're talking about. He's always shocked Goku about how far he can push himself. Now, Goku, both of them would go into their battle stance, as it would be a really, really tough battle. I do feel like Vegeta would do really well in this new form, which, by the way, post in the comments again, what do you guys think the form should be? Now, both would land hits on each other, and Goku would then catch his fist. As he had a little bit of blood coming down, he was smiling a little. He was not surprised how far Vegeta has come, but it won't be enough to beat him. As then, he would turn into his God of Destruction state, mixing with the Ultra Instinct, and he would overpower Vegeta in battle, knocking him into base form. But he was happy. He was truly happy how strong Vegeta has become. Because remember, this version of Goku is so powerful, it's not even funny how powerful this version of Goku is. But for Vegeta to even make him bleed a little bit in Master Ultra Instinct, this God of Destruction Goku we're talking about, that is really impressive. I'm going to say, though, for power scaling wise, even though it's a what if, Vegeta can fight head on a few Gods of Destruction. The lower tier, but he can do it. Like Champa, Seadra, and those guys, I do feel like he could do that. And he could probably beat them, since, especially Champa, since he's overweight and, can't really fight for that long without getting exhausted. But we'll get to that later. But now, he was really happy to Vegeta, and they had a pretty good bond. But Whis was delighted, by the way, because Vegeta's training was really paying off. But then Goku would hear some yelling, and a purple cat would appear, and it was Champa and Vados. Champa has seen Goku before, only a little bit, as remember he's seen him when Goku was introduced to all the other Gods of Destruction when he became one himself. Champa doesn't really like him, but Champa wants to see him up close and hear all this good stuff he's been hearing about. He doesn't really like the Saiyans since it kind of lost his brother, and he doesn't really like that. Even though he doesn't like Beerus, he does like Beerus at the same time, as they are brothers. But now, he wants to see him face to face. Champa, of course, wants to try and say that he's the stronger God of Destruction, as Champa does want to fight Goku for taking his brother away from him. And he actually has a better idea. How about a little tournament? Universe 6 versus Universe 7. Which Goku thinks that could be an awesome idea. Champa states the rules. Goku nodded, saying, alright, when is it happening? As Champa states, it is in 3 Earth days. As Goku nodded, Champa would then take his leave, saying good luck. As Champa does think that Goku doesn't have a lot of strong fighters. I would think that Champa would sense Vegeta, and that would make him already shit himself, so I don't know what. But now, Goku really has a good team of fighters. Goku would find his fighters, and of course, Vegeta's being number 1, he would instantly say, I'm going. Of course, Piccolo would go, and yes, Gohan would want to go as well. Gohan states, ever since his father has become the new God of Destruction, he kept his promise and he has been keeping his training up rigorously, as he wants to protect the planet when Goku isn't around. But now Goku smirks, he isn't surprised. Gohan has a mountain of potential, and they do want to test it. Now, remember, Gohan is such a busted character that even with little bits of training, he cannot get rusty, and he can really just do some light training here and there, not get rusty. Even with some pretty moderate training with Piccolo, he went from barely being able to turn Super Saiyan and fighting off some Frieza soldiers and getting slapped by a first form Frieza easily, to being in Mystic form and being pretty much nearly equal to Super Saiyan Blue Goku, with pretty much moderate training with Piccolo. That is extremely OP. So, yeah, that's just completely busted. So, Gohan is probably one of my favorite characters, but he's the most busted character ever. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. But yes, Gohan has kept his training up. And this is not light training we're talking about here. No. Gohan needs to become stronger. Gohan has been training very, very hard. Now, Gohan, luckily, I feel like he would get a job with Bulma. And he does have his job and everything. But, I mean, bro, you literally know Bulma, who's the most richest, probably one of the most powerful and rich person on the planet. Not to mention, freaking Vidal's father is Mr. Satan. Probably one of the richest men as well. I mean, he's just handed out 100 million zenny like it's nothing. So, I do feel like Gohan would explain the situation to either of them. And Videl would probably tell her father. So, they're straight on money. They don't need to worry about money no more or job. So, what does Gohan do? He does family time, and the other half is training. And I mean blood, sweat, and tear training. He's working his ass off. Yeah, Gohan ain't playing. And yes, he has sparred with Vegeta. He hard fights with Vegeta. He does insane battles with Piccolo and the other Z fighters. Gohan is thorough because he knows, yes, he can be a family man, but he has to be able to defend himself on his planet. He had, a very rude awakening with that. So, you know what I mean? So I do feel like Gohan would understand that. And he understands that he needs to make his family and his father proud. So with his father's not around, he can be able to take down any threat that comes his way, along with Vegeta and them. Now anyways, it'll be pretty interesting to see these two go together. As Goku would smirk, he was excited. He actually wants to see how powerful Gohan has become. Now, Gohan would then power up his base as it was even making Piccolo sweat and Gohan sweat. By the way, Vegeta as well was there watching the battle because it's Vegeta. And Vegeta was sweating profusely as well. As this, Vegeta knows how powerful Gohan is, but he's not seen him recently, so Gohan jumped way higher in power. Gohan was extremely powerful. As even base form, Gohan would land powerful punches on Goku, actually surprising him, as Goku was in Super Saiyan 2. Goku would burst into his Hakai state, mixing it with Ultra Instinct, going into his maximum form, as it would shake the planet. Gohan would then go into his max, aka Mystic State. He will do anything to protect this planet, and that means he has to prove to his father that he's not a slouch. As the two would clash, Gohan would fall as Goku would catch him. Gohan is extremely powerful, but even against Goku, especially Goku when he mixes the two forms together, is not enough to beat his father. But Gohan, I would say, in Mystic form, next to Vegeta in his new form, I would say that Gohan is potentially a little bit more stronger than even Vegeta. Gohan is in the God of Destruction range, easily. And this is not even Beast Gohan. Oh my god, if Gohan goes into Beast mode right now on top of that, he might actually have a chance to really give Goku a run for his money. But anyway, that's for a later What If episode. But now, Goku was so proud of his son. Goku even had some scratches on him as well. But now, he remembers as well, Goten and Trunks has been training on Whis' planet, since, well, Chi-Chi does live there, and obviously Trunks will follow Vegeta to go train with him, because that's his father. And they're actually strong. Both of them can use Super Saiyan 2. Remember, they have really busted potentials as well. They're like the youngest Super Saiyans, pretty much, and I do feel like they could learn Super Saiyan 2, considering that it's been a few years, and they have been training with Whis. Sooner or later, they are going to learn God Ki, even at their age. Maybe. We don't know how God Ki works for younger individuals, like children and such. So we don't know if their bodies could handle God Ki. It has to be an adult body, but we don't know that. But now, as for Universe 6, Universe 7 has their team. They got Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Goten, and Trunks. I'm just going to say 6 people. But obviously Goten and Trunks might fuse into Gotenks, so. And now for Universe 6, they have Caulifla, Kaba, Vegeta, Frost, and Hit. So it's 5 against 6. But we're going to count that Gotenks counts as, yeah, you all get what I mean. Now, the matches would commence, and most of the events with the fights would pretty much happen the same, with like Vegeta versus Kaba, and Gotenks would fight Vegeta instead, and they would actually defeat the robot, as they would make fun of him, and obviously that's Gotenks' style, and it would hurt his feelings and make him fall over, so they won. Now, Goku, just joking, Goku was not in this tournament, he's a God of Destruction. Nice try, though. Gohan is the main person right now. Gohan would fight the young female Saiyan as she would crack her knuckles, saying, well, I guess she's gonna fight this guy then. As they're both Saiyans, and they both talk back and forth and everything, blah blah, Khalifa trash talks. Now the two would clash. Gohan was way stronger than her. Way stronger. He's in the realm of God of Destruction. He was blocking her attacks, and he asked if she can even go Super Saiyan. Kaba did go Super Saiyan earlier. Vegeta kind of, did the same exact thing. Vegeta vs. Kappa is pretty much the same exact fight. Instead of Vegeta showing Super Saiyan Blue, though, he showed off his like golden Super Saiyan 4 form that he has. Instead of that, which made Champa kind of sweat profusely because it's really strong, and even made Hit look up at it. But anyway, Gohan would ask her, can she use Super Saiyan? And, oh god, I feel so sorry for you guys. As yes, she would say, oh, that tingle in my back. Oh, there's no such thing as a legend. It's not amazing. It's a tingle in your back. And I do feel like Gohan would push her to use Super Saiyan. And I don't know what Universe 6 is on. They're like on coke or something. So I don't understand it. But yes, Khalifa would turn into Super Saiyan and she would attack Gohan. And Gohan wouldn't really be worried about it. He was impressed by her power. She was stronger than Kaba. I will say that, you know, her potential was higher than Kaba. Though I like Kaba more than her. Gohan would then go Super Saiyan state, and he would just show her the difference in power and one-shot her right out of the ring. Now, Gohan would then go on to battle Hit, who has time skip ability, making Gohan have to go into his Mystic form. He would actually lose against Hit. He would land some hits on him and actually damage Hit, but he wouldn't be able to beat him, as he couldn't figure out Hit's movements before it was too late. As this Hit has to use his killing abilities like he did against Jiren to survive. But next was Vegeta, who smirked as he powered up going into his God of Destruction. No, I'm joking. Going into his golden Super Saiyan 4 God-like form. Post in the comments down below. He smirked as he would say, try that action on me. So, knows how he plays. Vegeta has been watching the fight. He's not an idiot. He knows what Hit is doing. He sees his time skip ability. So, Hit would be trying to hit Vegeta, but then Vegeta would catch his hand, smirking. He would uppercut him as the two would clash back and forth. Now, Vegeta puts his hands together as he formed a massive Final Flash, smirking, saying, why don't you time skip this? As he fires at full force, Hit uses all of his power as he would barely be able to avoid the attack, but he was badly battle damaged. Now Vegeta would kind of spare his misery. He does respect him though. It's pretty impressive power. And a single punch and it would knock out Hit out of the ring as he didn't have nothing else to show. So Universe 7 wins the Super Dragon Balls. But now, before they would even do anything though, Champa would start threatening his fighters, saying that, oh, how could you lose? And he would form the two Hakai spheres in his hand. But then Goku would appear behind him and grab his hand, saying that is enough. And he moved so fast that Champa didn't even see it. Nobody else saw him move. And Goku says, you're not going to kill nobody. They fought with all they could. We have learned something and we fought together. All right. If you want to fight somebody, how about you fight me? And Champa would be kind of, shitting himself, kind of scared, because he knows how much more powerful Goku is than he is. Goku can easily slap him around like he was nothing. But then they would both look and Champa would scream. As it was Zeno. Zeno with his royal guards appeared. As the two Supreme Kais and the angels appeared, and Champa flew down there and bowed. As they asked what he was doing here. Now, of course, Zeno was just really liking the fight. Zeno seemed they had a little fight going on. He was watching it. He loved it. But the gods and angels were all bowing to him in fear. But Goku just walks right up to him. And Goku would then shake his hand. Zeno likes this Goku. And how carefree he was. Now, Champa was sweating and gawking. But Goku was carefree about it. But Goku's not dumb. He knows how powerful Zeno is. He's been trained about it. He's been taught about it. But he was nice about it. So Zeno wants to see a bigger fight. Like, that was amazing. Now, Goku agrees. It could be great to see a massive fight for all the 12 universes. Zeno would then soon leave, as he does agree that we should do that soon. Life would go back to normal. Now, Goku would do his usual job of being a destroyer. He would come across planet Vampa. As he did sense a high power was there, he would meet a Saiyan named Broly. As I think Paragus would still want Vegeta to pay for what happened, Goku sees Broly's amazing potential. He would ask him to fight, which Paragus would agree. As the two would begin clashing back and forth, shaking the hazardous planet, Broly's power kept on growing and growing and growing. It was rising at an alarming rate, surprising Goku at the sheer rate he is just keep going up. Broly kept getting stronger and stronger. As he would actually break the electric collar that Paragus had on him, Broly would go into his Ikari state, attacking Goku full force. Now, Goku wasn't Super Saiyan God. He was amazed that Broly is using the Uzaru state to increase his power in base form. That's really impressive. Goku thinks Broly is amazing. As Goku uses more of his power, it would push Broly past his limits, making him in anger turn into a Super Saiyan, and then into his full power Super Saiyan state. Now, Goku was pumped up, as he knows how powerful this person is. He's never seen a person pretty much be on the level of gods of destruction, other than Gohan and Vegeta. But no training, no really nothing. He's just that strong, which is terrifying. But Goku loves this. He loves how powerful he is. So, Goku was so happy, he would go into his Ultra Instinct. Their battle would be bloody and it would be crazy, like how Gogeta fought, but Broly, sadly, could not defeat Goku. Goku would revert to base form, as Goku was really proud. He would help Broly up and explain to Paragus that, listen, whatever happened was a long time ago. He doesn't want no beef with nobody. He doesn't want no malice. He does want to train with Broly every now and again and fight him again, because that was amazing. It was a really good fight, and Goku has grown a lot from it. And I think even Broly learned a lot too. Now, Broly actually does like Goku's carefree and kindness and innocent nature. Broly would agree to train with Goku here and there. So, time would pass on. Paragus would kind of mellow out about it and be understanding. Not like he could really kill Vegeta anyway because Goku's there. And I think that Vegeta could take on Broly. I do think that Vegeta probably could beat Broly. It would be a good fight, but I think that he probably could take him on. But now, in a distant timeline, it was none other than Trunks himself, who was in Super Saiyan Blue with his sword as he battles this odd being who reveals himself to be Son Goku. But he was in a Super Saiyan 3 pink-like form, and his eyes were glowing pinkish red. He had tatters of the gods of destruction, clothes on, and it was bloody. Now Trunks looks around. There were other gods of destructions, but they were all dead. Even some angels and Kais, and the rest of his friends who survived, such as Goten and Vegeta and the others, they're all dead. But Trunks doesn't know what to do. He does not know what to do. So, Trunks would use all of his power to blind him, and he would escape in the time machine that Bulma made just in time. As this evil Goku would sigh, "Is Goku black?" He would say, "Ah, well, I guess I'll catch the half-breed sooner enough. I have other fish to fry." And he would go back to his killings and his plans that he has set. And that is it for this What If, you guys. Thank y'all for watching. Let's get to 10,000 subscribers, and I will talk to you all later.